Hi, and welcome to irls560 class number 7 on assessments. Type of evaluation. Performance measurement informs those who fund the collection of the value received for their money. Needs assessment focuses on what users need, the degree to which those needs are met, and what should be done to better meet the needs in the future. Community analysis is a form of needs assessment. Formative evaluations focuses on particular programs, their effectiveness, efficiency, and how they might be improved. Evaluating a reader guidance program would be an example of a formative evaluation. Outcome and impact evaluation focus on what happens to users as a result of exposure to a service or collection. For example, children using a well-developed collection of books and periodicals create better assignment responses. Summative evaluations focus on the accountability and decision-making about a program based on its quality and impact. Evaluating a least popular fiction collection as part of a decision on to whether or not continue it would be an example of a summative evaluation. Evaluation of individual items. While the emphasis here is on the evaluation of a collection of items, evaluation may also involve particular items within the collection. In the original selection decision, the evaluation was probably done by the reviewer rather than a collection developer. In evaluating individual items, we use the same criteria used by reviewers. For example, we ask descriptive questions: purpose and scope, comprehensiveness, author qualifications and experience, treatment and or audience, arrangement or organization of the material, specialty features, style, is hardware or software required for effective use? We also ask evaluative questions such as the accuracy, the currency, importance in the field, utility in the past and in the future, is it easy to use, comparison with similar works, does the vendor support the item, hardware software requirements, licensing requirements or restrictions, cost including related cost. On the basis of these answers to the questions, we determine the value of a particular item within the collection. In reselecting an item, we are especially concerned with the past use, the degree to which the content is obsolete, and the degree to which the content and the container are unique. Although not always reliable, past use remains the best indicator of future use. One could also use these same variables to measure the collection. We could characterize a collection as an individual item by looking at the accuracy, depth of coverage, breadth of coverage, and currency. While evaluation is still used heavily, assessment is popular too, and may be a better term in some environments. But organizations may call it various things. Utility or quality or adequacy or goodness in regard to any collection requires consideration of audience, who's it good for, and purpose, good for what. Without a clear sense of audience and purpose, the collection evaluation is not likely to be successful. Efficiency of collection development and management is not often measured. However, in an age of increasing demand for accountability, it seems reasonable that collection managers evaluate their efficiency. Efficiency is process-oriented. It looks specifically at how inputs are used to create a particular output. In colloquial terms, efficient people do it right. This means the task is done quickly, inexpensively, and without error. Effectiveness is most important and should be measured frequently. Effectiveness is a result-oriented process. It looks specifically at the difference between the collection has made for the community members. Effectiveness could be measured via wants met, needs met, or some combination of those two. Collections are effective when they increase institutional success. Cost effectiveness measures the cost of developing and managing the right collection. Often this is done by relating the overall cost of an item to the number of uses. Cost benefit measures the cost of developing and managing the collection against measurable benefits. To what degree does the collection justify its existence? Equity is simple fairness, or the degree to which the agency allocates resources for collection development so that the diverse audience gets their fair share. It's often most difficult for professionals to agree on what the fair share might be. This could be a political rather than a professional decision. Extensiveness is the amount of a collection provided in relation to the size of the community served. Normally, extensive collections are larger collections with more items per user. Economy is the degree to which collections are developed at low or reasonable cost and used frequently enough so that their cost per use is attractive. Inputs are the resources made available so that the collection exists and may be used. Money for purchasing items is particularly important, but other inputs are related to the space and staff. The actual cost of an individual item only partially represents its true cost. For example, purchasing one item means that several other items cannot be purchased. This is a continual problem and talks more about that balance that we keep talking about. Outputs represent activities which are possible because the collection is available. Reading, viewing, and listening are immediate outputs. A published paper in a well-regarded periodical may also be an output, as are reference services. Collection-centered measures. Traditionally, collection-centered measures have been the most popular. These measures focus on the quality of the collection, usually by matching holdings against best list, and the completeness of the collection, usually matched against a list of items. The key assumption here is that larger collections are better collections, so that size may be a proxy for goodness. This is not an intuitive assumption, and some are uncomfortable with it. User-centered measures. Less popular, but receiving more attention today, are the customer-centered measures. These measures focus on the degree to which users find the collection to be useful. Survey research methods, interviews, and questionnaires, as well as focus groups, are used to query users and potential users in particular. We must be concerned with the degree to which services and collections are important and make a difference for particular users.